Tell me a little bit about your life before you joined the program.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of work life, full time, 9 to 5. I work in marketing. That's what I kind of do full time. On the side, I do some content creation, things of that nature, some side hustles here and there and whatnot. But yeah, just typical 9 to 5 kind of life. Maybe a lot of people who are watching or listening to this can relate. But basically, I would work full time, a desk job, sitting all day, kind of just working away, and then after work, I'd either hang out with friends and go eat a lot of food, or well, again before COVID, but I would do that. Or sometimes I would just like stay at home on my computer and just keep working. And literally all day, I would just be like sitting on a chair and like a potato. But that was kind of like my life before.
What did you think of your body before joining the program?
Yeah, for sure. So a couple of things actually. I noticed my posture was disgusting, meaning every time I would walk by the mirror, go to the washroom, take off my shirt, and I catch a side angle of my profile. I just noticed a weird hunchback, and like I really didn't like that. I detested that, and I would lie to myself in my head, "Oh, you have a fine posture. Don't worry, don't worry. Everyone finds you attractive. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry." And I kind of went off that mindset and that kind of thinking for a while. But also, like, I noticed I had a stomach that would always pop up no matter what kind of shirt I wore. In fact, I remember I would record dance videos. I did dancing back, a couple weeks back, or I used to do dancing and whatnot. Hip hop dancing, and every time I dance, I'd turn myself in a certain angle, and in the videos, my stomach would pop up. I would hang out with my friends, and these are close friends of mine who are very tight with me. They would say things like, hey, you're gaining weight. You always look at your stomach, look at your stomach. And it was all the tension was on my stomach. And I remember there was a time where I was sitting with my ex at a cafeteria in some sort of mall. And I would just sit like on my chair and I would just subconsciously notice my belly sticking out. And I just wanted to focus on her, but then I would just be like, oh God, look at this. Oh God, look at this in the back of my head. But obviously, I didn't want to say that. But it just made me feel super, super insecure. But yeah, I would say I was very insecure about my body.
Did that affect the way you were talking to her or other relationships that you have? Like maybe make it more self-conscious than just being present with other people?
Yeah, for sure. So, in terms of yeah, so super self-conscious. There was times where I'd be with my ex-girlfriend, and I would just get in these like pity modes. Like, oh, look at me, I'm just so fat. Oh, my stomach is horrible, and she'd be like, no, no, it's fine, you're fine. Like typical stuff they're supposed to say, and I'd be like, no, no, no. And there would be some nights where I'm just like in this self-loathing kind of space in my head. But that's with the girlfriend. That's kind of with the private life. Or I remember also actually speaking about that. She would we would just be chilling and like we wouldn't be wearing our shirts or anything, and then she would try to take a picture, and I'm like, no, 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 no picture, no picture, no picture, no picture. And she's like, oh, come on, come on. And I'd be like, no, 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 don't do that. It's just not my style. But in reality, I was just ashamed of how I kind of looked. So in terms of my relationship life, that's kind of how it affected me. Now, in terms of public life and everything, it was generally like it was just my shirts. Like I would always notice a bulge coming out of my stomach, and it would just always haunt me. So I remember. Oh man, I can't even. You can even feel it, like when the way I'm describing it right now. It just haunted me for so long. Now that I think of it, and as I'm verbalizing this, I realize, wow, like it was really bad, and now I'm here. Like it's crazy. It was just like the insecurity would follow me anything I do at work. When I put on a shirt for work, I would always notice, okay, how do I look in this shirt? Or when I'm sitting at desk at work, does my stomach bulge out? And if my colleague on my right looks over at me, what do they see first? When I'm commuting home, when I was taking the train, I would be like, oh God, look at this stomach, it's kind of showing off. I look at other people's stomachs like, oh my God, they're so much more lean. What the hell am I doing? And I think it's not specifically work related, but the insecurity is always in the back of my head.
And why was it important for you to change that?
It's funny. It wasn't important for me to change it. There was not like I remember I tried exercising and I hated it, and I didn't want to do it anymore, so I'd stop. And I always thought I was skinny. Like I thought I was lean and everything, right? Well, until now, like we're probably talking about it. Like now I'm like, oh my God, I was freaking fat as hell. But I always thought I was okay, and I was kind of deal with the stomach, and like I'll block it off with my subconscious some way. So funny enough, it wasn't actually the pressure of the stomach that made me work out. In fact, let me just share a story of exactly how I got into a really rigorous habit where I just run 5Ks for fun, like every other day, just for the heck of it. And I lost 20 pounds in 90 days and everything. But basically, I decided one day, I'm gonna go for a run because I'm bored. And I looked through running apps and I found the Nike Run Club app. And what's cool about it is that they have a coach, almost like a pre-recorded podcast, but they're coaching you through the run. And it was like a series of runs you can do the day one after one another, and it was like the beginner runs. So I'm like, cool, might as well try it, right? Man, and I would put the headphones on, start the app, and the coach would be like, go, you're just about to get started on blah blah blah, and it's very motivating. And I was running, and he would say certain things. He'd be like, do not run fast. In fact, enjoy the run. Look around you. Take a deep breath. Be present and feel gratitude. The fact that every step you're taking, you're developing yourself more and more and more. And I was like, oh, maybe he has a point. So actually, while I was running, I was looking around. I took it super slow, so slow to the point where I was like, am I even running? I don't even feel it. Like, what the hell am I doing? But it's clever what they're doing, actually, the coach. Basically, he was getting me to enjoy the run. And I started actually legitimately enjoying, especially when the coach in my ears were like, where they were actually super passionate about running. And I could feel it through the headphones. And I started realizing, oh my God, running is the best. It is the best. And then the first day went through, and the second run went through, and third run went through. And I started really liking running. I was like, this is nice. I can keep doing this. And slowly, because my mindset now changed from running being tedious to running being very meditative and enjoyable, I started slowly building the habit of consistently exercising. And that's how I kind of, I guess, started my fitness journey. That was the pivotal moment.
And what made you decide to join my program?
Yeah, for sure. So uh, as I was running, I kept running more and more. I started to notice that I was losing a bit of weight. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting skinnier. My mom's like, hey, you're actually losing weight. Your jawline's getting a little more defined. I can tell it's very obvious you're losing weight. And I was like, great, even more motivation. So I kept running more and more. And then I started like really getting into that fitness stuff. And then I realized, okay, I have a lot of momentum going for me right now. The only thing I'm struggling with is structure, meaning I'm not a fitness expert. I'm not a gym person. Like, I don't want to get into that stuff. I just want to run and just exercise. I just need someone to tell me what to do, where to do it, when to do it. Just literally give me the structure when it comes to even eating, like what to eat, how much, what not to eat, all that good stuff. Just give me the structure and answer my questions. And that's literally what I needed. And naturally, we being friends, I thought of you, and I decided to reach out and learn more about your program.
And what did you want to achieve with that? Was it just the structure you wanted to achieve, or you had like a specific goal that you wanted to achieve or change with this program?
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't say I had a certain like weight loss goal I wanted to achieve. It was more that I wanted to reinforce that habit of fitness and health and exercising and eating healthy, and get and learning more about that and making that a habit through my daily life. So, part of our program, you give me like the exercises, right? You tell me to work out 3 days, 5 days a week, and do this, run 20 minutes and do this, eat this. We track calories for a bit, and you would tell me, you went over, you need more protein. And I needed that kind of understanding of my body, that feedback, so that I can build the strongest habits I can to ensure the best, healthiest version of myself.
So why did you almost didn't join the program?
I guess I remember the call. I had a little like objections in my head and resistance, mainly because the pricing and everything. And while we are on the call, you brought up the price. I was like, oh God, this is more than I thought it would be. But then I realized, you know what? Like, investing in my body is so important. And when I invest in my body, I'm a happier, more better version of me, and that carries over to my work, to my personal life, to hanging out with my friends. I'm more happier around my parents. And I'm not just buying fitness, I'm buying a version of myself. And that is what drove me to say, yes, I will now invest in myself. And I decided to sign up.
Who would you recommend this program to?
I would recommend it to anyone who's getting into fitness. If you find that if you want to invest in yourself and your health and fitness, and you have the motivation to do the workouts, and you're invested in yourself and you are taking yourself seriously, then this is for you. If you're just lazy, slobby, and you're just sitting around eating potatoes and you're like, New Year's, I want to lose 10 pounds, and you sign up for a program, this is not going to be for you. This is for definitely people who are serious about their health and take themselves very seriously. So if that sounds like you, this is the perfect program again for you.